Right, well, welcome to this second video where we are looking at the starter kit promotion and that's currently running throughout this September. Nearly said December, we're not quite ready for that yet, are we? And just explaining what you can get in it and having a look at some of the projects and things that you can create. So currently we have a starter kit promotion that, as well as the standard pay £99, choose £130 worth of product of your choice. That is always the huge fantastic value that is our starter kit, allowing you to join the family and get 20% discount on everything that you buy. As well as that bargain, you are going to get 2 stamp sets, so the So Much Love stamp set and the Queen Anne's lace stamp set. So they come free, as does a pack of rhinestones, but yours won't have any missing. Yours will be a full pack of rhinestones, and then you get 16 little packs, each containing cardstock and an envelope that will allow you to create 16 little cards, either you personally, or you can gather together with some friends, some family, people from work, neighbours, and you can sort of have a little get together and create some cards together. And so what stamping we've given you are the cardstock and envelopes in 16 little packs, 8 of the Granny Apple Green, 8 of the Coastal Cabana. And then they've given you instructions for 4 different cards, 2 of them on Granny Apple Green, 2 of them on Coastal Cabana, using the 2 different stamp sets and your rhinestones. So all you need is block, ink and some adhesive, and you'll be able to have a little crafty get together. And it's called Get Up and Go because the idea is that it enables you to kickstart your little Stampin' Up business, if that's what you want to do. It enables you to share what you love with other people, to be able to share the catalogue with them. But you may not want to do a get together, you may not want to do a virtual get together. There's all possibilities, and there is help in doing both of those things. You may just want to make up 16 cards and send them out to people, telling them that, you know, hey look, I'm doing Stampin' Up. Or just sending your love, whatever it is, that is absolutely fine. And whatever you decide to do with your 16 little card packs and your 2 stamp sets and your rhinestones, that is all good. But it's just there to help you get started with these 2 lovely stamp sets. So in the first video we had a look at the So Much Love stamp set, and we looked at the 2 samples that Stampin' Up have created for us to have a play with, and then we went on and we created a 3rd card using watercolour pencils and some ribbon. Yeah, very pretty, a pretty little stamp set. So today we're going to have a play with the other stamp set in the collection, which is the Queen Anne's lace. And I have to say that when the catalogue first came out, this one quite caught my eye. I thought it was quite pretty. So let's have a little look at the Granny Apple Green card. Oh, where's my little bit of yellow gone? I seem to have lost my little yellow strip. I can soon cut another one, but just looking to see if I can find it. No. Let me grab another bit of card, and it was, I think, 3/4 of an inch. So there we go. That's replaced my piece of yellow card that no doubt will jump out at me in a moment. But what we're going to do for this one is we've got our yellow strip. We're going to cut 4 Bermuda Bay strips out of here. Now this is 3 inches wide, so they will be 3/4 of an inch. So let's cut this to 1.5 to start with, and then I'll cut this one 3/4 of an inch, and this one to 3/4 of an inch. So there we have 4 Bermuda Bay strips and 1 yellow one. And we've got our Granny Apple green card. So what we're going to do is these are going to sit across the back here. Just forming a bit of a pattern on our card base. So let's stick those down. It's amazing what you can do with a couple of bits of card, isn't it? You could probably even challenge yourself to see how many different things you could do just with your card pack. And stamp sets. Sometimes I think you find your greatest creativity when you've got limited supplies, and it's like, right, okay, this is all you've got, what are you going to do with it? Where did that go? Last but not least, right, now we're going to take our piece of Coastal Cabana and just the outline stamp. So this is a photopolymer stamp because it is a 2-step stamp, so you get this sort of detailed stamp here, and then you get the stamp that you can do some filling in with. But for this particular card we're just using the detailed outline stamp. So let's ink that up. We made a mess of that, didn't we? Let's bring in our piece of Coastal Cabana card, and we're just going to stamp this to one side so that it's towards the top, and then this bottom bit will just come off the end. Look at that, what a lovely stamp. And then we're just going to take this little stamp here that says, celebrating all the wonderful things about you. So many wonderful things about you. So that is just going to come onto here. I think we'll use some dimensional so that it pops up. So really nice, quick and easy. Something you could easily share with friends and neighbours, people in the office, and even somebody that had never stamped before would be able to get a real sense of achievement and having created something a bit special. Let's just put some sparkly rhinestones on there. Oh look, got blue inky smudges now. Let's hope that the people that were crafting with you didn't get blue inky smudges. I think actually it's because I stamped off the edge of my card and there will be blue on here. Needed to have a bit of paper on there instead. Need to work on that, but it's a bit better. Okay, so that's one. Our second card is the Coastal Cabana card. I think I've had borrowers in here because I had all this card beautifully cut and suddenly it's all disappeared. Aha, there they are. There's a yellow bit. Okay, so what we're going to do with this one, we've got our background and we're just going to take, so we've got Misty Moonlight ink, we're going to grab some Bermuda Bay ink as well. I'm going to take the background is just plain, I think, on here. We've got our yellow, and we've got our white, and we've got a bit of Bermuda Bay. So our main stamping is going to be on this white card, Whisper White card. So we're going to take our detailed image and ink that up. And stamp that on this Whisper White card. Like that. And then we're going to take the infill image . We're going to ink that up with Bermuda Bay. And obviously I'm not in the best position because my head's not over the top of my stamp, but I think we're not far off. We're just going to stamp that over the top. Isn't that sweet? So we will stick this to our yellow card. So it's got just a narrow little border on that side and a fatter one on that side. Then we'll take our Bermuda Bay and we're going to take the thanks stamp. Thanks. Ink that up in Misty Moonlight. Trim that off. I think actually I'm going to take a bit more off of there. Put that lid on so we don't lean in it. There's our scissors gone, just here. We're just going to cut that off at an angle. And that's going to come across here. Still got inky fingers, try and avoid transferring that. Let's put some dimensionals on the back. Then we'll add in some little rhinestones. If you've got a bit of sparkle, why wouldn't you? And then we will stick that to our card front. So again, two little, ignoring my blobs, two quick and simple little cards that you can create with the packs that you receive with the starter kit at the moment, along with your 2 stamp sets. But let's have a little play with something a little bit different. Now, I did notice in my daughter's garden the other day, she'd got some of this growing, and it struck me what a beautiful green it was. So I'm going to cut a bit of cardstock to 13.9 by 9.5. It'd be a nice stamp set to use in conjunction with other floral stamp sets as well, actually, sort of bringing some of this in with poppies or something else that's growing in your garden. Where is that stamp gone? Just here. So let's take this big Queen Anne's lace. And I've got some garden green here, so a nice dark green. some just there. Some just there. We'll have some coming up just there like that. Let's clean off that stamp. And let's bring in the fluffy bits. And I'm going to stamp this up with Pear Pizzazz. And let's line that up. Oh, sorry if I'm wobbling you, I'm trying to look over the top of the camera. There we go. Let's have a little look. I know you have the strength to get through this. That's quite a nice sentiment, isn't it? It sounds like it would be for the sort of occasion that you'd really rather people weren't going through, but good to be able to send a card to let them know you're thinking of them, if that is the case. Let's come back to the garden green, that's slightly darker. Let's grab a bit of garden green. Perhaps we'll make a garden green card base. Just score that. Grab a bit of Pear Pizzazz. Pear Pizzazz is such a lovely colour. Now there's neither garden green nor Pear Pizzazz in stamping white markers, but we have got, no, in Stampin' Blends we have got stamping white, is what I was trying to say. Let me just got so many things going on around me today. I can't get to anything. Right, let me get to my stamping white markers. And I will go for the garden green. And let's add in some splatters. And we'll add in some rhinestones. Oh. And some linen thread that we'll tie in a bow. So I'm going to pop that up on dimensionals on the back of there. And then we'll add some glue on the back of here. Pop that on this card front. So still really quite simple. But we'll go, oh, picking up even more blobs now. Where have they come from? So, ignoring the extra blobs, there's three cards. So the two that followed the sample from the example and the recipe that Stampin' Up are offering, so that you can take your card kits and share them with others. And then we've got this one that we've created ourselves. So thank you for coming and joining me for this quick video today, and I will be back as normal on Monday, so I'll see you then.